Yo, people them, people them. Wagwan. How we doing? What's cracking today? What's the topic of conversation today? No more clout chasing. What do we do? What do we do when we're not clout chasing? Maybe we clout chase in a different direction. But yo, I seen a post yesterday from Bonnie Blue looking like she's been arrested. You see some of these OF people, bro, and their tactics to make money and marketing. Like, there's something to learn. There's something to learn off everyone, you know. There's something to learn off everyone. Please remember that. Like, people hold an emotional value to what people are doing, yeah. And then they relate it to, like, oh, it's not good for the kids. Well, this is not good for the little young girls and this. And, you know, the people around you is who you need to be concerned about looking about. You get what I'm saying? Like, you trying to overly be emotional about a girl who's doing 1,000 men shouldn't relate to what your daughter's doing. Like, and the more you're talking about it in a way like it does, like, oh, it's not a good example. Like, there's so many bad examples in the world of things. Yeah, and yes, I get, like, it would seem like it's, you know, in your face, but it's in your face. It's not necessarily in your kid's face. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like a lot of these things have been happening for a long time, and everyone acts as if it's the world's worst thing. But bro, just let them do what they're doing. We're all sinners. We've all got something to be judged by. Sinners judging sinners for sinning differently. But my thing is that you can learn from everybody, and there's marketing tactics that people are using, that, not to say that I would necessarily use, but I like to dissect. You get me? Like, yo, how does that work then? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing to say that you're looking like you've been arrested, but how are you going to turn that into, how are you going to monetize that? You get me? And I do get it, like, attention can be monetized, and for people on those platforms gathering loads of followers, people go straight to the link in their bio, click the link, and, you know, they can pay for the subscription, and then once they're on there, you've got them. And then potentially you could have them paying for whatever you want. You get it? But then when you look at that, you think, how can you convert that into something that means something towards you, to you? You get it? That just, you don't have to do extreme stuff. You don't have to get police mode. You don't have to do this, don't have to do that. But there's just lessons to be learned from everyone, whether they do OnlyFans, whether they do, like, yo, we come from the streets, bro. Like, I feel like we learned the hardest lesson of feeling like you had to hustle to get somewhere. You get me? And there's a lot of skills that's been learned from that, but also there's a lot of bad habits that's been picked up from it as well. So spending money unnecessarily, you know, image, them kind of things. But yeah, I just think it's a part of life, and I feel like you can learn from every situation. But yeah, but what I'm saying is, when I did see that though, I thought, yo, maybe she has been nicked. Like, you know, some of these events that she's been holding, I don't know, maybe some little kid sneaked in there, said he's 18, and his Ma J's is caught up with him and saying, and you know what I mean? That's what will be going through people's head. People will be thinking, yo, like, I don't know, people are going to be, I don't know, happy or whatever. A lot of people are going to have their opinion. But then I seen Phillips do the same thing, and I thought, it's another marketing tactic. And I feel like both of them are just working off each other, doing this competition thing until it gets to a stage where they're just going to fuse and then just create one big internet smash that's going to just send everyone crazy. Like, oh my God, these girls are doing things that girls have never done before. No, bro, it's been seen a million times. Like, ain't this what the people in the corn industry do on a regular? Like, just like And ain't this what like certain females do? Like certain females are running through man like no one's business. You just don't hear about it. And maybe that's what where people say the problem is with it, is that it's just the promotion. But yeah, I just think it's like a new era that we're in. I feel like, yeah, we're all sinners. I don't think there should be any intention of harming anyone, but I feel like a lot of people are fucked up and trying to figure out life based on their situation, how they've grown up, what they've been exposed to is a big thing. What you've been exposed to, and so that's where people's argument will be like, you're exposing my children to something that I don't want them to get into. But you know, accountability is everything. Like, accountability is everything. I don't think the world can blame. You can blame the world for what happens to your child. You gotta make sure that you do the right things in it, and a lot of us are doing the wrong things and then blaming someone else, which is not the right thing to do, really, innit? I feel like accountability is everything. But yeah, also what I wanted to talk about, you know what I want to talk about as well, yeah, is just like the use of AI, ChatGPT. But I feel like I'm gonna do that in the next video, because I can't go from talking about one thing to another. I gotta learn to have a bit more structure in what I'm doing. These are literally just freestyles, things that I put. If you do want to jump on this journey and you do like what I'm saying, or you think that, or you want to challenge my opinions, because I know a lot of people might get emotional, because I don't have an emotional attachment to some of these things where I see people put things online where it's like, you get me? So, but I don't mind having conversations about it. You get me? But yeah, yes, bro. To stick on the topic of thingy, one more thing, yeah. Bonnie and Lily have both been on our podcast twice, yeah. In real life, yeah. These two people, out of all the other OF girls that have been on the podcast, yeah. Like when they said they're coming, they're coming. When they say they're gonna be there on time, they're on time. They're ready to play their part, do what they need to do, and then they cut. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, not to say that others don't, but others either turn up late, say they're coming, don't come that day, or miss a day, or ignore, and then want to come back another day. I'm saying, like, the top earners are the ones that stick to a structure, a schedule, and then they know what they're getting off whatever they're doing. So that's also something to learn, something that you can learn off, because some of the other ones, you hear about them all over the place, erratic behavior. They probably do make money, but it's more erratic, innit? But yeah, either way, yeah. Marketing wise, these lot are going crazy, bruv. They're going mad. And potentially Sinners Podcast has that in us to do those things. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, have these type of people on there and have these viral moments. So this is probably why I analyze it a lot. You get what I'm saying? Because like I says, I'm not trying to go viral for some crazy ass stuff that I did myself, but you know, viral moments to shed light onto the podcast, to bring in more views for better entertainment. I'm here for it, bro. Just like, there's always going to be something in here that's not going to want to go too far, but I can respect what other people are doing. I can analyze it, and then I'll just try my best to see how I can utilize that without being too mad. You get me? But yeah, I've chatted rubbish. This is my video for today. Getting over the whole yeah, I'm not gonna mention that shit again, but yeah, say no more shit. Tomorrow I'm going on to talking about AI and how I use the different AI apps and websites and stuff to my benefit, because I feel like a lot of people know about AI, but I don't feel like they fully know how to use it. And then there's a big agenda out there that it's gonna make you dumb. Like, if you're dumb already, then you know what I mean. But yeah, we'll talk about that tomorrow anyway. So Give this video a like, leave a comment, and share. I'm out.